a heart attack or a stroke. Well, this will actually turn the 25,000 volts into, okay, it'll turn it into what? A love harmonic. That's right. So you're still getting the power of the 25,000 volts, but in a love harmonic, which would kill no one. And do you want to know why? This is really amazing, because think about this. The heart, which is really responsible for the emotion love, never gets cancer. That's right, because you can't get your heart to vibrate low enough for it to get cancer. Now here's the deal. We use a love harmonic, okay, on people that have every autoimmune disease from A to Z, and guess what? Well, first of all, I know there's a thing called cancer, and I know that people believe in cancer, but I don't believe that it's cancer. I believe that it's stage 4 inflammation. What if you had an energy medicine device that could shut down inflammation in a lot of cases in one treatment? What would you be dealing with? Well, you'd be dealing with something that has the vibration to alter inside the cell and outside the cell, to bring back communication that could help decalcify the mitochondria to get the ATP to spin 2,500 times per second, not 300 to 600 times. So the Cellsonic, which I'm going to be bringing on my lovely host, okay, Shalou. The Cellsonic, okay, is a device that actually, when you utilize it, it will go in and actually do very small, little tiny fractures in the bone, which releases calcium ions in the body. That's right. What did you used to do when you were totally healthy? Your body used to create little fractures in all your bones continually, 24/7, to release ions that would actually bring back the communication. Because did you know that calcium ions are responsible for 120,000 hormonal and chemical processes every second of your life? Okay? So let's talk about the Cellsonic, but let's talk about Shalou. Let's talk about her business that she runs, her clinic that's outside of Barrie. I'm going to be heading there in 3 weeks to do a lecture and to show her how I utilize the Cellsonic when I do chronic health care, or just preventative health care, or when we use it for non-surgical, and why we do what we do. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Hi, Shalou.
Hi, Daryl.
How you doing?
Amazing. How are you?
Good. I see you have your Cellsonic with you.
Ta-da!
So understand, everybody, I know right off the bat you're going, okay, that's all we need is one big infomercial. Well, this isn't an infomercial. I will tell you that when I was 22 years old, 23 years old, I used to sell Rife equipment. I've sold every piece of equipment that's on the planet. This is called a Cellsonic, and this is the most powerful device I've ever seen. From decalcifying to helping to restore the electrical current to the cells, or to help to get rid of scar tissue adhesions, help to get the nervous system to start transmitting signals again. But let's talk to Shalou. So Shalou, where do you live?
I live in Barrie, Ontario in Canada.
Beautiful. And what's your clinic called?
It's Lotus Life Wellness.
Can you say that again?
Lotus Life Wellness.
Beautiful. And can you make sure that we have Shalou's phone number, that it's running at the bottom so people can have it, and put Barrie, Ontario, so they know that we're talking to someone from Barrie, Ontario. So anyways, have you done any Cellsonic yet?
I've been practicing on myself and my family, just getting a feel for it.
Yes.
And it's been really eye-opening.
So just so everybody understands, you know, you might know of a gentleman named Jeffrey, because I like to talk about things that we can actually relate to. He came with, I'd say it was a little bigger than a half tennis ball size tumor on his back. And with the Cellsonic and non-surgical, it took us 10 days to totally get rid of it. So we have people that come here with fibroids, tumors, cesarean scars, because we all know what happens when you get a cesarean. They cut in when they do the cesarean, and then what we'll get is 2 to 3 inch roots that grow off of it that will actually go all the way down and strangle your ovaries, okay, your bladder. It'll strangle your large intestine, your small intestine. But when we implement Wolf non-surgical and also Cellsonic and the Perfect Day diet and the different strategies we have, like the ultimate coffee enema, like the vaginal infusion, the belly button therapy, the clapping, where we get the patient to become their own practitioner, to take massive personal action with us. Okay, let me just put it this way. I just did, Shalou, I just did a consult on a gentleman, and my point of view is this, okay? So first of all, he had some suspicions around his liver, okay? They just said suspicious tissue. Okay, he's got like a tumor growing, and it was in his sigmoid colon. And if you don't know anybody, the sigmoid colon is the last 4 inches, 5 inches of the colon. They gave him an ileostomy. They actually, just prior, it's more like a colostomy, I think. They called it an ileostomy, but just prior to the tumor, which is about, I'd say, 6 inches away from the rectum, they cut off the colon, so everything will come into the bag. Okay, now the tumor's sitting on the other side. Now, here's the thing that you must know is this. We are told we cannot challenge authority. Well, we need to become our own authority. Now, the reality is this gentleman now has a colostomy bag. Now, what happens is the waste is going into that, and the tumor's sitting on the other side. Now, do you actually think there's not leakage going in and feeding the tumor that now has hardly any circulation? Do you think that it's not going to, the waste isn't going to be feeding his bladder and his prostate? Do you think he's going to get any better? So since they did that, his legs went from normal size to, his legs are this big, Shalou. All right, so now that's water retention. Okay, so now you can't do that type of surgery in the core, in the lower abdomen, and cut off the large intestine, the holy grail of an immune system for a human being, and not think you just created a dam. So the body retains the water to dilute the inflammation because of the infection, because this gentleman did not realize that he was constipated all his life, but he had bowel movements just like everybody else. Okay, because what we think we know, we really don't know. We think we eat well. You know, there's no way in the world that I'll ever say to somebody, do you have a good bowel movement? Because they're just going to say yes. I mean, they haven't pooped with me or Shalou, so they wouldn't know what it is. So the reality is, do you have a good diet? Oh, sure I do, compared to everyone else that's killing themselves. And then we had a conversation, and the reason why I'm saying this is because, Shalou, I'm going to let you speak, but I want everybody to understand that when people come to you, they're coming to not get rid of a disease. They're coming to create a perfect day for perfect health. They're coming to use all the treatments you have, not to be cured of anything by you, because we can cure nothing. All we can do is help the body realign down in the cellular level, get rid of the calcium wall that's around the mitochondria, stopping it from creating energy. That's why people that are chronically ill have no energy. And we already know that the Cellsonic, when it was created for what was it created for, Shalou? The first thing, do you know?
To get rid of cellulite.
No.
No?
No, to get rid of kidney stones. It actually will not damage the tissue, but it'll break up kidney stones, which are calcium deposits. It'll help break up gallstones that are kidney deposits. It'll help to break up calcium deposits in the breast. They had no idea that it would actually go down and work at the mitochondria level and decalcify. And actually, you know how you go and get a boost for your car because you let the battery die? Well, that's what Cellsonic is on cells. Wherever it hits, it actually jump starts the cell, so the mitochondria make the ATP, because a person weighing 75 kilograms needs 85 kilograms of ATP a day to stay healthy. So that's why it's so miraculous, and we already know something. Think about this, everybody. You don't eat because you're hungry. You eat because you need energy. But you don't need energy. You need electrical charge pulsating through your cells, through your veins, through your tissues, everywhere in your body. Hey, listen, the person that has the most energy is the most fun to be with. Now we've got people that have high anxiety, but they're not fun to be with. They don't have energy. They're just going to burn out. But everything is about energy. You don't have fun without energy. You don't make love without energy. You don't digest without energy. You can't sleep properly with energy. You can't breathe properly with energy. Without energy, you can never heal, and that's why most people are never going to heal, because when you go to a practitioner like Shalou or myself, we are energy practitioners. We show you how to become your own regeneration station, how to become an ever-ready battery, and that's the deal. What do you think, Shalou?
No, it's amazing. I mean, the little bit that I've been playing with it, you talked about the bulge on, that was about the size of an orange. My husband had a couple lumps on his back, but it looked like a massive mass. And I pulsed around the area, and it actually ended up being two. It wasn't just one big one. And it got better. Like, I mean, the smaller one is about the size of a pea is all that's left. And the other one is at least half its size. So that was really interesting. And then you talk about energy. My mom, who's currently fighting lung cancer, so I wanted to, try this out on her. And she had a fever and was just, not feeling too well on Monday. So first off, I went in and, I helped her do the belly button therapy. And we've got some CBD oil and frankincense in there. And then we did a hot water enema, which within a half hour, her fever was gone and all the aches and pains were gone. The next day, she felt like her throat wasn't right. Like she was having a little bit of sore throat. So I told her, because she was feeling better, I said, well, come on over, let's do the Cellsonic. And from me having to help her, because her energy was so low, I had to help her into the car, come on over, drove her to my house, got her in. And by the end, her skin tone looked better. Her eyes were open brighter. She had an amazing bowel movement right after the whole treatment. And she literally was dancing in my kitchen. I took a video of her just dancing, and I'm like, this is what a good bowel movement will do for you. It'll make you dance, right? But she has an issue because she has inflammation in the back of her shoulder, and her hand was starting to get warped, and the color of it was not good. And by the end of the treatment, literally the color.
The end of the Cellsonic treatment?
Yes.
Now, can I tell you, did you do any non-surgical on the hand first before the Cellsonic treatment?
So this is where I'm learning. I actually did it after. I was just so excited to use the machine. I just went with the machine first. But I did a little bit after.
If I can say this, everybody, when it's more of a calcium situation, we'll use the Cellsonic first. When it's more of a scar tissue crystallization situation, we will do the non-surgical first. And I want everyone to understand something, and I need you to get this, okay? Everything is about energy. And did you see, I said that, and then her mother just proved it. And remember something, what is the main thing everybody wants on this planet? Energy. People that don't have energy, they don't smile much at all. When you've got energy, you smile. You have this sense of vigor and want to thrive. You don't want to survive. You want it all. Go ahead. So your mother, how's she doing?
She was good. She was so much, I did not have to help her back in the car or into the house. I drove her home and she was, all good to go. And I checked in on her last night again, and she's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, but you want
no sore throat, none of that. Like everything, she was good. And she told me she went home and actually watered her garden and did all this work because she had the energy.
Well, I told you, it's like, starting the car. The battery's dead, and we're gonna jump start it. And now once the car gets going and gets that energy, we're a force to be reckoned with. So I want everybody to understand something too. For those of you who've never heard about us, or when people come to get a Cellsonic, we do what we call a New World Practitioner training, which is basically a 23-day training. So they know all about the perfect day, from diet to nutrition to the psychological, to the exercise. Those are the 4 pillars. And understand something. If you know what to tell people on how to have a high frequency diet, how to do exercise that's going to open up their pelvis, open up their spine, because the spine it's like the telephone pole that carries all the energy, because your spinal fluid goes and takes information to your brain and then back down to all the organs and your pelvis where it picks up more information. It's like that zipper ride at the fair. Understand something, I really believe we've done this, and with everyone that gets a Cellsonic from us, they get this training, but you got to get this, everyone. I want you to focus this. Think about this. You're outside, you're trying to make a phone call to somebody inside this building. I'm in Mexico, Ixtapa. The walls are this thick cement. So if I'm not at the right place, I won't pick up the signal. Think about this, okay? So I want to create an electrical signal in the body. Why do I want to create electrical signal, otherwise electricity in the body? Because if I could get that electricity into the cell, I could turn off things that shouldn't be turned on, and I could turn things on that should be turned on, like the P53 gene that will knock off a cancer cell that gets turned off when you have stage 4 inflammation. When you get stage 4 inflammation, we call that cancer, not we, but they. And understand something, the job is if you can reduce the inflammation and you can reduce the infection, it doesn't matter what the disease is, whether it's adult onset diabetes or arthritis or asthma. Oh, just give me one of the 150 autoimmune diseases. They all deal with infection and inflammation, and then it depends on where it is, and then that organ gets targeted. So just think about this. Shalou has the training. She'll go in and she'll do Wolf non-surgical, which is using our elbow technique. If you want to know more about it, go to A to Z Masterclass, okay? And what you do is you go to docofdetox.com, click on Masterclass, and then if you click on Masterclass, put in the word Wolf non-surgical, watch the first 2.5 hours, and then tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Watch the first 2.5 hours, and then go watch the body part of what you believe is dysfunctional, or they say that you're crippled with. And you'll find out it's just scar tissue calcification or crystallization. So what we do is we're actually going to go in there with an elbow technique called Wolf non-surgical, where we're going to pull the fibers apart lovingly, melt the crystallization, loosen up the calcification that's pulled from the bones, and then we're going to go in and we're going to do the Cellsonic, which is 25,000 volts in a love harmonic. Don't tell me that we haven't nailed this, because we have. We've got people coming to us at Ixtapa here from all over the world. And everybody says the same thing. Remember something, we are electrical, magnetic, energetic beings, and it's all based on frequency. So what if we could use a device that had every healing frequency in it that was known to man, which is called the Cellsonic, and one harmonic called love. It's a love harmonic. Shalou?
Yeah, it's amazing the difference it's made. And my ankle was bothering me, and I tried it on there, and not only did it fix the stiffness in my ankle, but at the same time, as I started moving it around, it showed me other parts that needed to be worked on. So last night I actually did the bottom of my foot, which was hurting me for days, and I'm good today. Like it literally is mind blowing as to 200, 300 pulses, and the pain is gone.
So what it actually does, everyone, so that you know this, okay? Rafa, can you change the screen? So what it actually does, everybody, is it actually goes in and decalcifies the displaced calcium, and it creates it into an ionic form. So that creates more communication for your cells, and that calcium can go back to where it was actually displaced from because of inflammation that was in your body, because the calcium gets pulled from your bones to go to a joint, an organ, or a tissue to actually make sure that there's no mutation. When you see people that have kidney stones, that is stage 4 inflammation. When you see people that have gallstones, that is stage 4 inflammation. When you have women that have calcium deposits in their breast, that is stage 4 inflammation. When you have what they call bone on bone in your knee, in your hip, in your spine, that is just calcification. You're not bone on bone. We can prove it with using Wolf non-surgical. We'll give you money back, and everybody who works for me will do it. We'll give you money back that we can prove that you, they say you're bone on bone, you're not. The tissue has become calcified due to the calcium that was pulled by the nearest bones to try to buffer down the inflammation and the acidity, okay, to try to prevent, okay, stage 4 inflammation, which people call cancer. Okay, so I need you to understand this. If we start viewing cancer differently, then we'll view how we're going to treat it differently. We'll view how we're going to treat ourselves differently. What if somebody was told they had cancer and the family viewed it as a high infection, high inflammation on an emotional and physical level? Would they freak out? No. Would they jump to doing life-threatening treatments? No. Would they calm themselves down and say, we got this, we've got to take control? I think so. I think the whole thing would become quite different, don't you? It would become, you tell a different story, you're going to get a different story. Let me tell you something. Your thoughts are more powerful than your reality. And what you think is reality is somebody else's thoughts. So we're going to look at everything differently. I am not going to look at the medical paradigm and use that as a platform. Does it look like it's working? And I'm not trying to put it down. It's great for emergency care. But we're here for people to make sure that we create the alignment and balance. So I need everyone to understand something. There's a new sheriff in town, and that sheriff is called unconditional love, self-care, and self-love. And that's what we're going to teach. If Shalou can actually teach you how to get up when you rise until you close your eyes, and how to master your emotions and what you eat, think, drink, and do, and changing your habits, changing the way you process your emotions, and then use things like the Wolf non-surgical to get rid of the scar tissue, the fibroids, the adhesions, the scar tissue, which surgery causes more scar tissue than anything else we can do. And don't ask me, ask the person who gets it. So now, if you let her go in and use the Wolf non-surgical and then use the Cellsonic, and you actually listen to and do 85% of what she asks you to do, you're going to see miracles happen because you're the miracle. And nobody can cure you. Your body cures itself. And the only cure is creating a perfect day and doing that every day. So we want everybody to understand we are not using Cellsonic as a silver bullet. Cellsonic is just the most powerful energy medicine device that will restore your cells to actually your mitochondria to spin 2,500 times per second, and they're only going probably 300 to 600 times. Why do you think grandma can't get out of bed? Why do you think you have no energy? Why do you call yourself being depressed when you're not depressed? You're lacking energy. Anybody that lacks energy is going to be depressed. So once we start changing our body on a physical, we can change it on an emotional. But also with our 4 pillars of emotional care, which Shalou will teach you. And understand, she's in Barrie. She's worth the trip, okay? I will be going to Barrie. Can you bring that up? The slide, please. I will be going to Barrie to do 2 courses. The first one, both courses are 22 days. Shalou will be at both courses. She's there to actually assist us, and she's one of our trainers. Okay, so we will be there, and but I'm doing 2 lectures, one on Thursday, September the 22nd from 5:30 to 8:30. Heal Yourself, the truth about you and even the flu. There you go. Would love to find the truth about that one. Sunday, October 2nd, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. No more drugs, surgery, implants, canes, walkers, or wheelchairs. Say no more. Now, you can think that I've just got a big mouth. You can think that I just talk a big talk. But remember something, we will give you a money-back guarantee on your first treatment. We'll outshoot what anybody else is doing. And it's not because we're better. It's just because it's always been about physical blocks in the body created by emotional blocks. If we can get rid of the physical blocks first, then you'll trust us. Then we'll help you get rid of the emotional blocks, which means help you find your real personality, the authentic self, the one that really loves you, protects you, respects you. Okay? This is what our objective is. Okay, so we'll be doing those 2 lectures. And can you bring up the next training we're doing? The first one filled in 14 days. There's 24 in the training. We now have 6 in this training. We just brought this new one up. Once this fills, that'll be the last training that we will do in Canada, and probably till next summer, or maybe next fall, or maybe 2 years. Because I'm not sure if Justin, I think he wants to shut Canada down for 2 years. So he's going to use COVID, monkeypox, and climate change. And most of Canadians, and I am a Canadian, but most Canadians are going to fall for this, and they're going to crap their drawers, and they're going to overeat, overdrug themselves, and overstress out the whole family, and then think they're powerless. And that's just really a shame, because most people are going to push their families off the cliff with this next go around. So you might want to just say yes to yourself and no to everything else. Just a little thought. Okay, so I will be doing the course New World Practitioner October the 5th to October 27th. The Whole Life Coach, you can just take that if you want, October 5th to October 13th. Wolf Non-Surgical, October 16th to October 27th. You can call me at this number. Can you go to the next slide? So let's go to the next slide. We'll come back right here. So if you take a look, I want the phone numbers put on every slide. Okay? So you can call me toll free, 855-900-4544 extension 5, or WhatsApp 250-801-5893. Look at, whether you want to come for a personal treatment and training, whether you want us to do one in your home for you and your family, you want to learn how to do the non-surgical, eat right, think right, live right, or if you want to be certified in Wolf Non-Surgical, we'll come to your home anywhere around the world or your clinic, and we'll do this training. That's a 12-day training though, okay? Just remember something, we're gonna come to you, okay? We need to get brave hearts all around the world. This is no time to lock down and shut up. This is a time when we rise and we say, no, I'm gonna live my life, my passion, my purpose. There is no authority over me, and this is what we're gonna do. Everybody, I'm gonna say this on a light note, but I'm creating the most powerful online platform. We are kicking it off in about 5 days, and it will be ready in about 3 months, okay? And when you see this platform, you will be able to come in. It'll be the most easy to navigate platform in how to help you and your family, even if you never come to us, even if you never spend a penny with us, okay? You are going to be able to go get more information and more training from this platform, because guess what? Let's stop pretending we actually care. Why don't we just do it, okay? And that's what we've done, and you'll find out more about it as it comes. So I will be in McKinney as well, Texas, for 2 lectures. You can see where that is. I'm also doing a course there, August the 25th. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to Puerto Rico, because our schooling has now been registered that we can now, with our 4-year program, we can actually give doctorates out of natural medicine. So what do you think of that? So we're not here to fool around. So I'm going to do that paperwork in about 10 days. Then I'm going to Shalou's. I'll be back on with the date. I'm going to be doing a lecture at Shalou's restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to be doing.
Just need to firm down the date.
I'll be confirming it in the next day. So I'll be coming there to do a lecture, and that'll happen within the next 3 weeks. I'll be there if you're in the Barrie, Ontario area. It's free to all Bravehearts, okay? And we'll let you know where to go. And you can call Shalou, she'll give you the information. So if you want to come to that lecture, okay? Anyways, I've squeezed a lot in, and Shalou has a meeting to get to, but I told her that I wanted her to come on because Shalou's the first person that does Cellsonic, and she also does the Wolf Non-Surgical. She's a certified whole life coach and a certified Wolf Non-Surgical therapist. So look it. I challenge you to think outside the box, to get a whole different paradigm, because people are not well. People are not being healed. And understand, it's a self-serve job, but we will kickstart you and give you a path, a journey, because health is not a destination, it's a journey. Shalou? What do you think?
So true. I mean, taking the course, absolutely, it's changed my life. It's changed my thinking. My whole life I was searching for the missing piece as to why everyone else seemed to get ahead, and I was sort of felt stuck. You unstuck me. Seriously, taking the course opened my mind. And, I used to always, Dr. Wayne Dyer, I used to quote him where he used to say, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I had to change the way I was looking at myself. And when I did that, everything changed. So I thank you for that.
So I want everybody to think about this. In these times, okay, of the world coming to an end, okay, Shalou decides to become a master practitioner. She decides to buy a Cellsonic, which is $115,000, everybody. So, think about that. Think about it. The people that are willing to risk to fulfill their dream, their passion, their purpose, they are the gifters of the world. So Shalou is filling up her dream box and doing what she wants to do. And guess what? Everybody else gets to benefit from it. So I want to ask you, what's your dream? What's your passion? What's your purpose? And find that out. And whatever it is, the world's waiting for you. The world's waiting for you to gift them with your genius, because everybody has it. I'm not just saying this. Our beliefs make us feel stupid, but they're not our beliefs. Hey, Shalou, have you changed?
Oh, goodness, have I? My dreams have changed. I want to just imitate whatever you're doing over here. Like, I want to open up a healing center here. I want to have a place where people
you already
can
have
come.
You already have that. You can't talk. You're already doing it. You're already busy.
Yes,
you're already booked
on a
up with
grander
people.
scale.
I know, but we want people to understand that you've already been doing this for a long time, and that you're already booked up with people. So, yeah.
Yeah, the phone is blowing up. And so, I have to get back to all of those people as well. So, it's been exciting. Like I said, I'm just looking for a bigger space, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because, yes, my clinic is set here and I'm already doing it.
I warned you.
I
warned you.
You did.
How many times did I warn you?
Every time we spoke.
I warned you that it will not be big enough, and you won't be able to do it. You won't manage it. It'll be too much. So now you're just going to have to breathe.
I am, and with you training all these new other practitioners, I'll be able to lean on them. So it's going to be great.
So everybody just know this. We've got 24 in the first class, and we're going to take around 20 to 24 in the next class. And like I said, it's can you bring that up, please? October. So that'll be October 18th. Okay? No, that's Mexico. Please, Canada. Please. All right, October 5th to October 27th. That's when we'll be there, and that's the first course it's full. That's that. Can't do much about that for people. But this will be the last one, because I need to get out of Canada, because I'll probably just make it out before they lock all my Braveheart Canadians down, or try to. Anyways, Shalou, welcome to the adventure. It's going to be a great one, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm so excited.
Yes. What would you like to tell everyone? What's your thought for everybody?
My thought and my wish is that we all connect and tap into our power, because that's where true joy resides. That's where there's no fear of anything. And that passion you were speaking about, I've owned a restaurant pretty much my whole life. And I cannot believe how excited and how passionate I feel about this. Like, literally, it's a true gift to get up in the morning and just feel that way, and not go, oh God, I got to go into work today, or oh God, I got to deal with this or that. It really is such a blessing.
I'll tell you right now, you're a force to be reckoned with, and everybody that lives in Ontario, it's worth the trip. Even if you're in Quebec, you might as well go see what real therapy is. You might as well go see what real healing is, because it's always been about scar tissue. You know what? The only reason why you feel old is because of scar tissue. You get rid of the scar tissue, you get your life back. You get the calcium back into your bones, and you melt the crystallization, and we're going to do it for you. And we're going to have centers all around the world. So we're coming for everybody, and we're coming with a big heart, and we're coming to help you fill up yours so that you feel tankful again. so that you have gratitude for everything that you have, but you won't have that until you love, honor, and respect yourself and say no to anything that isn't high vibrational. Shalou?
Absolutely. You just got to make the decision, and then 3, 2, 1, you got this.
So I know your phones are ringing off the wall, but when's a good time for people to actually call and be able to talk to you?
You know what? My phone is with me. Just call.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
What's
do
the phone
answer. If
number?
not, I'll definitely call them back.
What's the
And
phone
because I'm
number?
getting emails too, it's not just phone calls. There's emails coming in and phone calls and text messages. It's it's blown up.
Okay, can you give your email nice and slow and then your phone number?
So my email is my name, Shalu Prasad, SHALU, P for Peter, ERSAUD @hotmail.com. And my phone number is 705-828-2257.
Thanks, love. And thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
me, okay? And
Amazing.
we'll have you on as soon as I get the exact date that I'll be lecturing in 3 weeks, okay?
Yes, because I already have a list of people that want to attend.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you for
All
joining
right,
me.
thank
Thanks for having faith in yourself, okay?
Thank you for showing me how, connecting me back, but it's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shalou. Have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful, you too.
Bye, love.
Bye-bye.
So everybody, just know this, that we've got spots open in Ixtapa in September. Also, we're in McKinney, Texas, August the 25th, which is just outside of Dallas, okay? And you can also call up and get a perfect day consult, stick your toe in for $150, and let us build the perfect day from the minute you wake up until you go to bed, and then you get unlimited calling with us forever and a day, and we'll send you the perfect day life guide in your email, and if you want, you can purchase it for cost. We're going to do everything we can, give you everything we can to show that we really do care for you and love you, and maybe that'll rub off and you'll even love yourself. What if you unconditionally loved yourself? What kind of power would you be? Well, there would be no elite force out there that could ever harm you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. God bless everyone. 3, 2, 1. You got this. Make sure you join me tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, okay, Central Time. I'll be coming on and talking about our courses, our trainings, our treatments, okay, even the Perfect Day Consult. We're going to talk about our new platform that we're going to unveil for the world. And this is beyond amazing. It truly is. When you hear it, you'll believe it, and then you'll see it. God bless.